I ruined my racist neighbor's car. My neighbors are very rude, far-right drunks, who can also be fairly racist to my wife. Their true colors are especially when they are having a family get-together. They regularly party until 2 a.m. Sunday through Monday with no decency for anyone else's sleep. Their guests park their Land Rovers awkwardly on the road so it's difficult to maneuver around them. Not to mention they let their dogs poop on the community gardens without picking up. I also suspect that the dad is a full-blown alcoholic as I see him swerving up his driveway most evenings, his Land Rover visibly more scratched than the night before. Recently he bought a BMW convertible. I have a Ring camera that picks up a part of their drive. I can tell it's his pride and joy by the way he throws out the stats on it when showing it off to visitors. Completely unscathed, may I add. Last night I went outside to take my bin to the end of the drive and saw a key fob on the floor next to the neighbor's bin. I glanced up at his drive and saw the car top was down. So I just nudged the fob under his bin with my foot and went back inside my home. I was too tired to deal with it as I had to be up for a 7 a.m. meeting. I went on my Ring to see that the man had driven up his drive, struggled to get out of his car, dragged the bin to the bottom of his drive, then swaggered back, obviously drunk. He must have dropped his keys in the process. I chuckled and went to bed. Last night it rained very hard. I left the house before the neighbor was outside. I can't wait to check my Ring camera footage later. I ruined my racist neighbor's car. I was excited to return home and see the damage. I checked the bin when I got home and the keys were still hidden, so I picked them up. The car was gone. So I looked at the Ring camera recording and saw that the wife came out of her house and walked down to her bin with a bag of rubbish about an hour after I left the house. She walked back up the drive, stopped at the car and leaned in, then rushed into the house. The next hour was essentially a lot of the husband and wife going in and out of the house, leaning into the car and screaming at each other. The wife kept screaming, "You promised me you wouldn't ruin this car, I'm sick of you and your beer belly." And the husband debated whether he did it. Then the husband came back out and tried to start the car, started shouting profanities again when it wouldn't start. He got on the phone to someone, explaining the damage, and a few hours later a tow truck took the car away. It's been silent since then. I have the key and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I know I'm not going anywhere near them in the mood they were in. I'm imagining dropping the roof down next time he comes back drunk, so his wife can lose her mind at him again when she sees he's done it again. Edit, well, the car is back. It's sitting on neighbor's drive with the top up. I haven't seen the husband drunk and driving recently, but that may be because his wife seemed to be chauffeur at the moment. I was just going to throw the keys onto their drive so they could find them another day, but last night they had another family gathering and didn't turn the music off until 4 a.m. I watched the other neighbors knocking on their door, the cops called, and then when everyone went away, they cranked the music back up. So now I'm going to wait until the next time he comes home drunk and it's a rainy night and I'm going to drop the top down using the fob. Edit 2, I dropped the top down again last night and his wife accused him. He literally laid hands on her in the driveway and severely injured her while drunk.